Hello friend, it's BorasLegend here. It's time again for a new video on my channel. Today I will show you the final top 5 formations in FIFA 18 after all patches and after everything. These have been the most successful ones in Weekend League and in the big tournaments, and today I will also show you the best instructions and some nice examples from the Manchester Spring Cup. First out we have the 3-5-2, which has been a very popular choice lately. And why? Well, because you have both the width and you have this narrow triangle up front. You always have some options to pass to in the attack. This of course gives you multiple ways of playing, and you also have these wingers which will help you in the defense and create a 5 at the back when defending. But the problem is that sometimes they won't really help you and you'll be left there with the 3 at the back, and that can be a problem against formations like the 4-4-2. Instructions very simple: get in behind for the strikers, stay back for the CDM, and also come back in the defense for these wingers to encourage them even more to come back. And also some additional instructions to press the back line for the strikers and also cut passing lanes for the CDMs. Here you can see Gorilla using the 3-5-2 in the Manchester Spring Cup, and you can see how many attacking players he has here. He has almost 4 players in the box, and also Henry here making this dangerous run on the wing. And this makes it of course very hard to defend, and he finds this pass in the end to R9. And also here you can see in the defense how these wingers will help to defend. He has Ronaldinho and Henry here on the wings, and they will help to defend this attack. This time Henry retrieving the ball back, and in the end actually it will also be Henry finding the back of the net. Here you can see how he runs. These RM and LM in FIFA 18, they make very nice runs, and in the end it's actually Gullit on the rebound finding the target. And then we have the 4-2-3-1, which is the most iconic and reliable FIFA formations for the past 5 years. And why? Well, it's so balanced. You always have passing options when you have the ball, and it's so compact and strong in the defense. You can always rely on this formation. But the problem is of course sometimes the striker gets lonely. One striker versus maybe defenders like Timothy Ramos and Prime Maldini. That can be very tough. Instructions: get in behind for the strikers and stay back for the CDM and for the wingbacks. And some additional ones: you can have a press back line for the striker and stay central if you think that he runs out on the wings too much, and also stay forward for the cam and cut passing lanes for the CDMs. Here we have Nicolas from Argentina, the master of the 4-2-3-1. You can see here the cams, how they run. They make great attacking runs, and also in the defense it is very compact. You will see here the screenshot how many players are standing close to the ball. It is so hard to get through. This is one incredible formation in the defense. It is so compact. And also here you can see how the cam works in this formation. The spider in the net, he uses here R9 as the cam, and he helps out to build these attacks, to thread the passes, to connect the midfield and the attack, and this time also finding the assist, but denied by the Gea. But anyways, this is a great example of the 4-2-3-1. Then we have the diamond, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, which has been the most popular choice the past years, of course, made famous mainly by Gorilla, who won tournament after tournament using this formation. And why is it so good? Well, because you always have someone to pass. This is so narrow and so compact formation, and you have this triangle up front, which, I mean, you can counter, you can play tiki-taka, you can play in some different ways with this formation. And also it is very solid in the defense with these 3 central midfielders, and especially if we have 3 very good defensive ones like Kanté, Gullit and Vieira, it will be very hard to pass. But the problem, of course, it is very narrow, so you don't have the width, which sometimes means that you get stuck in the same patterns, just this ping pong passing. And yes, sometimes it can get a bit monotone, this formation. Instructions: we have get in behind for the strikers and stay back for the CDMs and for the wingbacks as always, and some additional press backline for the striker and stay forward for the cam. We have the German here, Rasik, using the diamond here in Manchester Spring Cup, and he was the most successful player with this formation in this tournament because he had the patience with it. He didn't only rush forward, he used also tiki-taka with this formation, which is very, very possible. And you have this wonderful triangle up front and the two CMs helping out in the attack, and you can see that he doesn't rush forward, he just goes back. You always have some passing options with the diamond. And also in the defense, it is great for pressuring. You can see that most players, they want to get past through the middle, and you have 3 central midfielders covering this, and also 3 attacking players to help pressure on the attacking side of the pitch. And also in the end, his striker here will retrieve the ball back. And then we have the 4-4-2, which is pretty much the formation of FIFA 18. It is extremely popular in both Weekend League and also in Pro versus Pro tournaments. Made famous by Shells this year, of course, getting that 160-0 in the qualifier month. And why is it so good? Well, because it's so good with the pressure play. There's players all over the pitch. You're covering the central field, you're covering the wings, and also you have this 4-man attack, which I will show you later, how the wingers and the strikers creates a deadly constellation up front. And of course the incredible width. You have the wingers, you have the LM and the RM, left midfielder and the right midfielder, who creates an incredible width and drags the opponent's wingbacks out and creates some more space in the middle. And also you have the CMs helping that gap between the midfield and attack. Since you don't have a striker, a CM will help you more than a CDM in the attack. But yes, it is very wide, it is very spread out, which sometimes can give you issues finding passing opportunities, and especially these fast passing combinations. Instructions: we have get in behind for the striker as always and stay back for the CM and for the wingbacks, and one additional press backline for the striker. Falcon MS Dawson, the winner of Manchester, did use the 4-4-2 variation, the more defensive one, but it is very, very similar, and you always have some options to press. You have players all over the pitch, and you also have a winger here on the other side who we can't see in the picture now, but who simply cuts off the possibility to switch side. You have players all over the pitch, and it is very, very good to pressure with, and very, very stable in the defense. And also you can see how these wingers, they help out a lot in the defense. You can see here how far down his wingers are, and it's almost like a 6 at the back defensive line at this moment. And in the attack you have this constellation, the 4-man attack. You can see here we have first of all Hullet with the ball, and you have 4 players making dangerous attacking runs, and it is so hard for the defensive line, 4 at the back, and here he just finds a pass to R9. Here we have another 4-4-2 player, Danny Taylor from England. You can see here the wonderful width with these wingers. You can also use help from your wingbacks and finding just here the pass. And you can't even see it here, but you have one more winger on the other side. The width with this formation is incredible. And finally we have the 4-2-2, which has been the most successful formation lately, and this is simply a more compact and defensive variation of the 4-4-2. It is very good for the pressure play, just like with the 4-4-2 you have players all over the pitch, and you also have this 4-man attack with the 2 strikers and the 2 cams, which you will see some more examples later. But this cam, the difference between the 4-4-2 and the cam, that this cam he gets in more dangerous attacking positions, which I will show you exactly later. And also defensively it is more compact than a 4-4-2. It is simply more difficult to get past. Then of course you have CDMs instead of CMs, and this gap between the midfield and strikers can sometimes get very, very big, and you need a lot of patience using this formation. And instructions, you know them: get in behind for the strikers and stay back for the CDMs and for the wingbacks, and additional ones you can press backline, stay forward for the 2 cams, and also cut passing lanes for the 2 CDMs. The German Eisvogel, the master of the 4-2-2, he went 240-0 in Weekend League with this formation. And once again, you have the 4-man attack here. You have these 2 cams and also 2 strikers. And when you get the entry into the box, it is so hard to defend. You can see that he finds this pass, and he can even do one more pass to Ronaldo, but he takes a shot here with Neymar. And you can see here the cams, they make more dangerous attacking runs than the wingers in the 4-4-2. You can see here Messi, he runs very central, 4 in attack versus 3 defenders, and this is an easy goal for Eisvogel. But this is though my favorite example and the biggest difference from 4-4-2. You can see here, take a look at this cam and at this perfect attacking run, and it is so hard to stop, just driven past, one touch and a finish, and that is GG. Everyone has different preferences playing FIFA. Some likes more possession style, some likes more balance, and some likes it fast and furious. But you always need a plan A and a plan B, and picking amongst these 5 formations will be a successful choice. But that is it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like. Thanks so much for watching, as always, until next time.